Alright, now for the fun to begin. I've taken time to set up a new template here, and this is quite different than what you normally see with my stuff. I've only got a couple of audio tracks here. This track is the audio that he sent me. It's the narration. It's not the final one. It's him narrating it with some scratch music. I got the video up here. These are just thumbnails. I've got the full video up on another screen, but I don't have to really, there's no real hits in it, so we got that loaded up just for reference. I went ahead and put my markers in there of the chapters where he asked for. You can see I put them up here and they're listed on the side. So now all that music that we cut into loops earlier that I've worked on, I've pulled in over here. So now I can basically just start putting the stuff to this, and this is less like scoring, more like, I don't know what you'd call this, music editing, or I guess it'd be like post music editing. It's like I'm getting the threads and I'm putting them in there, which it's fine with me. So I just got to decide how I want to start this, the vibe. I think what I want to do is I want to bring in the R&B first. I gotta bring my mixer up. Yeah, anytime he gives me, when I pull the audio out of the video, it's never loud enough. So I'm gonna boost the audio there. When I send this out to him anyway, it's gonna be all normalized and not. That voice in the old video you hear is just for my reference. So I'm going to turn this down so I can hear. I don't really like the way that comes in. Alright, so now I've got most of the, yes, I just went to the store, got my new glasses, so it's not a different guy, same guy. Nice old geeky glasses. Anyway, I've got all the regions laid out the way I want them. Different track for each one. That way they can each have their own independent level because they're all written at different times. Then I've got them running through a little light mastering. That way I can normalize the signal. It's working pretty well. It's just a standard preset, so it's nice and transparent. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the automation because I got to do some fade-ins and some fade-outs. So normally I would do that by riding the faders, kind of old school, because with this, you can go ahead and set your touch latch right, whatever you want. And while it's playing, just move the fader and it records the fader move. However, moving the fader with the mouse is not that great. It's not like moving it with your finger. And what I can do with this, it's something I don't do that often, but you can write in the automation. Therefore, just click on automation, the track I want. Now you can see it grays it out, so you can still see the signal, but it gives you your volume line here. I don't know if you can see it. Alright, there it is. And you get your points here. So what you can do is, let's see. You can just stretch your points, and now I can just drag the line, and it should be a nice fade in. That'll work. And there's a little section over here between these two parts. The beauty of it is, save it, just grab my little pencil tool. I can put in my point. If I want to bring it down, I'll put in another point. I'm gonna need 3. Alright, like so. So there's 3 points. Now, just grab the point. Bring it to where you need it. Alright, so this is going to go down. Let's take a look.
Blue chip industrial conglomerates.
I'm going to start the fade a little sooner. We're not going to bring it down to silent. It's going to be very close to silence, though. So we don't really want it to go away entirely. Four point eight is my reference point. That's where I lined it up, where I want it to be. So I'm never going to go higher than 4.8. Just because, if I can even get it there, even though I know this is the compressor is going to level it out, I don't want it to change the quality, because if I give it more signal, obviously it's going to compress it more, so it's going to change. So I want to keep it consistent going through there. Text message.
I think Flour Mill has touched the lives of millions of people in terms of the product, in terms of employment, in terms of social contribution.
Beyond developing the country's infrastructure, Flour Mills of Nigeria has pursued initiatives that extend past the
Man, the same crap happened. This was not separated before. See in a little bit. Alright, so I fixed it. Again, I really don't know what that is, but it's things like that that make me go on a 4-day tirade of searching the internet for why it happens and how to make it stop or anything like that. So that goes in with the whole part of, taking away from composition time so you can figure out technical side stuff. But it's cool, because once I know it, then I know it. And somebody else will be asking for help, and I can show them what they gotta do. Alrighty, so let's bring this. Where did I might have to adjust the overall levels after, but that's gonna fade out on its own. The only thing I gotta do now is put a point in on this one. Oh, I don't even need the pencil tool for that. Beautiful. And we're gonna this one's gonna be a little bit longer, a little slightly higher fade in. Alright, so let's see how that goes.
history and growth of the nation. The chairman's original goals of helping feed, build, grow, and employ Nigeria have largely been accomplished.
But now's the time to dare and think about the wonderful aspirations for the next 50 years.
With a promise of quality.
I think we gotta bring it in faster. I'll just bring it in, put the fade a little bit before it, because I want the pickup snare into it. So yeah, see how that goes.
The chairman's original goals of helping feed, build, grow, and employ Nigeria have largely been accomplished.
But
Yeah.
now's the time to dare and think about the wonderful aspirations for the next 50 years.
With a promise of quality and rich experience,
Yeah.
Flour Mills Nigeria.
Alright, save. Now I chose to do that this way. I used only a few different pieces of music. I wanted the authentic African stuff with some of the new R&B sort of thing. And if you notice what I did, if you were able to, I know you didn't see much of it. This was obviously the section at the beginning was the African percussion with the choir, and then it goes into the R&B song, and that's when they're showing all the faces of the people that work there and they get along, and how they're talking about what they're doing for the company and whatnot. And I thought that just the way that was cut with all the people smiling, I thought that was a nice groove with that, and that's why I ended with that, because it's the same sort of edit at the end to give the cohesiveness, so they'll recognize the faces from the previous section to the end. And then this section in here was more orchestrated with the choir. I had written this was a trailer that wasn't used, so what I did was I took the choral, the African choral parts I took out of that and put over the beat that I did at the beginning to give it a little bit of tie-in. So gonna burn this copy off and send it out to Arm out in LA, and pray that he likes it. But I know I'll be making a new edit on this later tonight or tomorrow, because that's just how it works. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll check you soon.